Hello, it's me again, a very married woman. Welcome to another edition of I Can Make It Work. I can make it work. Yes, you can make it work. You can make your relationship work. Today, I'm going to ask you just one simple question. Between your mobile phone and your spouse, who do you pay more attention to? Between your mobile phone and your spouse, who do you pay more attention to? I know a lot of people without hesitation will say, my spouse, of course. But it will interest you to know that the contrary is true. Today, we are going to talk about mobile phones and relationships. It's a very broad topic, but we are going to do just a pinch of it. However, let me tell you that with your mobile phone, you can either destroy or make your relationship a wonderful one. Yes. Let me tell you that talking to your spouse with your head buried in your mobile phone is disrespectful, mean, and distracting. Yes. Most of us will accord importance to the things that we have in our phone than to the discussions that we want to have with our spouse. Today, I just want to tell you that those messages on Snapchat, WhatsApp, Facebook, Twitter, if you log in after 10 days, after 1 year, they will still be there. So they can always wait. I know that the mobile phone has become an instrument of work, business, communication for most of us. But when it's time to have that important discussion with your spouse, please drop it. It is about your partner we are talking about here. Okay, there are some simple messages like, honey, where is my mobile phone? It's on the table. Honey, where are my car keys? It's in the cupboard. Simple. But imagine your spouse wanting to have an important discussion with you about the new car you guys want to buy, about your child's performance in school, about their mother's illness, and you have your head buried in your mobile phone. When are you going to see Mama? What did the doctor say? How much did the guy give for the car? What did the teacher say? What is his average? With your head buried in your mobile phone. How disrespectful. Drop your phone. Look at your partner. Look at your spouse in the face. Tap those emotions. This thing they are saying, how important is it to them? If you look at them, you will know. You will see the emotions in their eyes. But you never see those tears in their eyes. You never see that smile on their lips when they are communicating with you because you have your head buried in your mobile phone. As time goes on, you realize that your spouse, your partner, doesn't discuss with you anymore. Those important things, he doesn't bring them to you. She doesn't come to tell you again about how she feels about her mother, how she feels at her job site. They never come again to tell you about how they are feeling. Because each time they come, you accord more importance to your phone. Drop that phone. Whenever you want to have a serious discussion with your spouse, with your partner, drop your mobile phone. Whatever is in that mobile phone will stay there. Anytime you come, it will be there waiting for you. But when you miss that moment to have a beautiful discussion, to have a wonderful discussion with your spouse, you might never have that moment again. Drop your mobile phone when you are at table, when you are eating. Drop your mobile phone when you are in bed, when you want to have that intimate moment. Those things can always wait. There is this discussion going on social media between your mother and your spouse, who should sit in front of the car, between your father and your spouse, who should sit in front of the car. When you look at most of the discussions, you just realize that a lot of people just want to prove that they are more important than the other. I would simply say your spouse should sit in front of the car, because that is where they can pay attention to whatever thing you're doing. Two becomes better than one. You two become two drivers. Sometimes when you are even attentive, you will strike the brake before your spouse does, because you are attentive. You are there with them. You are accompanying them. You are bringing those beautiful discussions that will make your journey a wonderful one. But once you get in front of the car to prove that you are the madam, to prove that you are the oga, the next thing, you have your head buried in your mobile phone and your spouse becomes your driver. How mean, how disrespectful. Drop that phone. Keep them company. Watch whatever thing they are doing. Watch your front. You guys have the same common interest. The kids you left at home. The things you share together. The family that you have together. Don't be that careless to the point where you jump even in front of the car of your spouse and you are browsing throughout the journey. Your spouse becomes your driver. How disrespectful indeed. Has your spouse ever come back from a journey and said, I didn't want to drive alone. I picked up a few people on the road. Oh, wow. This woman was saying interesting things. Oh, this man was saying wonderful things. We had a beautiful journey. We really had fun. That person that should be saying those beautiful things is you. But no, when you get in front of the car, you pick your phone and you bury your head in it, and your spouse is there all by themselves. Sometimes something happens. You cannot even explain what happened while your spouse was driving. What about that? Let's start giving our partners, our spouses, the attention they need vis-a-vis our mobile phones. You can still make it work. Yes, I can make it work. Just pay more attention to those things that are important, like dropping your phone when you want to talk to your spouse.